Hello, friends. Today is the day we are going to be talking about Crescent City, House of Flame and Shadow, and all my goddamn feels about it. There's going to be in the title. It's going to be in there. We're talking spoilers, baby, okay? Because I have a lot of feelings about this. None of my friends have finished it. I needed some place to talk about it. Here's my feelings. The biggest and first one is that it probably could have been split up into 2 books because certain points I feel like should have been touched on more. But anyway, we're going to talk about the prologue. Can we just... Lydia behind her necklace reminds me of the collars from Throne of Glass. Does anybody else feel that way, or is it just me? We have no idea. I don't know. Second of all, I still hate Pollux. He sucks. He sucks to read. I just don't like him. But I guess it was purposely meant to be written that way. Big things. We're going to talk about the crossover later. Because I know I'm going to get super excited about that. And I love ACOTAR. So we're going to hold on to those feelings for a minute. Bryce annoys me. I stand by this. She annoyed me. The first 2 books, could not stand her. It's her way or the highway. Like, she's always right. She knows best. And I guess, like, main character, heroine of the story, I don't like her. She had moments where I was like, okay, like, maybe she'd be okay. I was thinking maybe she would have some growth. But I was just like, man, I don't know how I feel about her. And she really annoyed me here in this book more. Big things that happen. I can't even think. Theron, our mermaid boy, why does everybody hate him? I don't hate him. I think he's a character who has really good intentions and just fucking falls short every time. And I really hope that gets better for him. Same thing with Ethan. I know a lot of people were really complaining that they had chapters. I liked having point of views from them, but I do agree that there probably could have been less time spent on them at certain points. I also thoroughly hated the fucking point of view switches in the middle of chapters. Just give me one, just make it a chapter. Make it a short chapter, short and sweet. I don't give a fuck. But oh my god, it was a lot. Trying to think big things that I was like, holy shit. Lydia is a mother. She has 2 children. One of her Brannon. Excuse me. Throne of Glass reference. I definitely think her and Aelin are related. Not that like Aelin is her ancestor, but I think like in their bloodline somewhere they're like distant cousins or some shit. Because I always wonder why she showed up to Rune as like being fire. So that happened. Hi Pixia, my girl, my witch necromancer girl. She was fucking shafted of screen time. Well, page time, I guess would be the better way of saying it. I feel like she was absolutely shafted. I wanted to hear more about her. Like, I wanted to know what happened when she was overthrown. Like, what did that room look like? What was going on? Like, how did she come to work for the Underking? Like, there's so many pieces that I was like, but what happened? Give more. Give more, please. Thank you. So yeah, that was really disheartening. Jessica, she's fucking MVP of the whole book. That bitch, we wouldn't have a main character without her. Or Ethan wouldn't have answer. Like, all this shit just would not have come together. The antidote that Hypixia found, which also, it was like, 30 seconds in, science, I found it. No, like, I want to know about it. I want to know more of the details. Also, sorry that this video is going to be, it is literally all over the place because I just have so many feelings and there is no writing notes down and keeping like a conscious trail of what I'm talking about. It is all over the fucking place. Fuck the Autumn King. Leaving Rune down there to just fucking suffer and have his hand bitten off. Granted, he did ask for it to happen, but still, it's fucked up. So that was an interesting time. And I'm trying to like think what happened, other things that happened besides the whole ACOTAR crossover, because that was the thing I was really excited for, just to kind of see how that would play into. The sister, whose name I am absolutely blanking on, getting married to Therion. Like, he just tried to save her. And I think there is going to be an interesting dynamic, because I do believe Sarah J. Maas said there is going to be another Crescent City book. So I'm interested to see if that relationship will kind of have some developments to it, especially since she was like, hey, fuck the Viper Queen. I'm going after her. I'm going after my best friend. So I'm curious to see if she will survive that, or what the heck the happenings are going to be. Ethan Sigrid, I thought was weird. Like, she was just there to become a villain, and I don't know how I feel about that. It all just kind of seemed really awkward, and like the pack just being like, oh, well, we gotta peace out. It was just very strange, and that part seemed really clunky. I do appreciate, though, him getting to talk to his brother, getting to talk to Connor once Hypixia becomes, head of everything down there, because fuck the Underking, that dude's fucking dead. So I thought that was really good and wholesome that he got to, like, have that, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel about that. And then the hell sequence, I wanted more. Like, give me more of that shit. It was cool. I wanted to know more. Like, what are the other kings of hell or princes of hells doing? What other world are they helping? Is that gonna even more books? Like, are we gonna go back? And what the fuck? So I was just like, certain things were lacking, and that's part of the reason why I felt like this could have been split into 2 books, to really bring out those other things and just really put a focus on them, because these are characters that, like, we're gonna see in the next book. So, like, I would have kind of rather this been split up into 2, just to make it a little bit more cohesive, I guess, because I feel like Hunt finding out that he is essentially a test tube baby was like, boom, ball dropped. All right, gotta go. So I was just, what the fuck? And so that was crazy. I also feel like Bryce was a super fucking dick to Hunt, and not understanding the trauma that he went through from the last war, and like seeing the person and people he loved be brutally fucking murdered, and he was the one who made the decisions to go into that, and he is still, because he's Bryce's mate and he's helping her, he is making active decisions to send people to potentially go to that fate again. So it's going to dredge up some stuff. So, like, why would you not understand that? Why can't you just, essentially not be like, Hunt, I need you to put your fucking big boy panties on, because, like, I'm gonna do it regardless and you should support me. It's like, no, he has gone through fucking trauma, and it doesn't matter how long ago. Like, grief comes in waves. It is a very weird fucking thing. So it's just, I don't know, that really annoyed me. And like the mechs putting the old, taking all the souls out of the wings, her saying that she was going to give them a say, but it doesn't seem like that moment is highlighted in there, and that seemed like such an important moment. So this is again where I think 2 books would have been so much better. And I wouldn't have even cared if, like, I know the Crescent City books have been like 800 pages. I would have loved to have these 2 split up into like slightly smaller books, so that she could have, or 2 big ass books, who cares, just to have expanded on some of that and really giving it that moment. I don't know, it was really good. There was a lot of things I really enjoyed. I loved the more of the world building, the lore, kind of seeing some of these other characters have highlights. I just felt like within those things they were lacking. So it's a tough one for me. It's not a 5-star book. It's like a 4 if I had to rate it. I also didn't care for the ending. It just felt like, well, I'm going to self-sacrifice in a black hole, and the gate's a black hole, and here we go. We're doing it, boys. It just, I don't know. It felt stiff in a way. I don't know how to put it correctly into words that would make sense, other than saying that it felt like it was stiff. And now we can talk about the ACOTAR crossover. Okay. What the fuck? Bryce was such a fucking dick to Azriel and Nesta. It makes me very mad. We love Nesta here, okay? I don't know what your feelings are, but she's a good character. She's a very well-written character, and her character growth is mwah. It's wonderful. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. But I enjoyed the moments when Nesta and Bryce did get along, and you could see that slightly blooming friendship, that they could be friends under different circumstances. And it felt like Reese was just being kind of a fucking dick the whole time, which really makes me mad, because unless it's because in Silver Flames, him and Feyre have Nyx, and okay, crazy dad, protective mode brain, I get it, but also, I don't know, I feel like it could have been written a little different, but also, I'm not an author, I'm not a writer, so the fuck do I know, right? But them realizing, Bryce can winnow and do these things, and also, all them fucking monsters under there, god damn, what are you doing with all them? What are you doing? It's a lot of monsters. And Nesta coming in being I had to hunt through the tunnels to find you. And I thought it was really interesting that Cassian didn't come in at all. But also it makes sense. I'm semi-surprised that he wasn't the one to drop Nesta off in the caves at least. And still be there. But it makes sense. Azriel is the spy master. Got the shadows. I love Cassian, but, he ruined the Summer Court, so I wouldn't be surprised if he also destroyed the tunnels by accident. And just I really loved that we saw more of Azriel's personality. I know he's always really interested me. I can speak very good today. As you can tell, I've worked 8 hours or 6.5 hours, and my brain is fried. But I've just really wanted to talk about this book. So I'm really excited to see his character flourish and really find out more about him, because he is very, very mysterious in the books. I want to know what's going on. And we've got the worm comes back. We got a throwback from Thorns and Roses, the fucking worm thing. Nesta putting on the mask, and Azriel only being able to get her to take that thing off, not by mentioning that Cassian is home waiting for her, but that Nyx, her nephew, is there and he needs her. I was oh my god, it makes sense. I know a lot of people are oh my god, I can't believe that's what got her. But it's she gave up some of her magic. She gave back the cauldron, some of what she took from it, in order to save Feyre's life, save Nyx's life, and I think begrudgingly save Rhysand's life, because they're not buddy-buddy. They've never really gotten along. But it's that love of family, that love for that unborn nephew fueled her to just say, no, fuck you, you're not taking my family. I will give you back, but only if you give me this. Only if you do this. So she fought tooth and nail for him. So obviously that would be what could pull her back and going, oh shit, nope, this needs to go away. Bye-bye. Yeah. And then the fucking lore dump under the prison, and knowing that when they were seeing that the group of people huddled up in Silver Flames, those were the Fae who got transported to Midgard. Like they were just like, nope, we outie. And those are the ancestors of the Fae and Midgard, if you know, in the Crescent City. Like that is where they come from. And the fucking Asteri, I cannot remember their name off the top of my head right now, who Bryce stupidly let out of a fucking crystal coffin. Let's first make that clear. Thought Azrael was oh my god, can't remember his name. I will put it here because names terrible. Bop. Thought he was sent by him as an envoy or because he had truth teller. So like, what the fuck? The Illyrians, they were created by the Asteri. What is under Ramil? Like, what is under that fucking mountain? Because Eris was talking about that nobody has explored underneath that mountain, and then to have the Asteri be like, hey, you're looking a little fucking suspicious there, like the dude who helped get me captured and betrayed us, and so I'm very curious to see what that piece of lore is going to bring into the next ACOTAR book, because she has announced that it will be about Azrael, like he will be one of the main characters that she really focuses on. So I'm just, holy shit, because we all know he hates his Illyrian heritage. So it's like, what the fuck is that gonna mean? What is gonna go on? I need to know. I have questions, and there are too many to put into words. I don't even know. And then, just like as far as bonus chapters go, like I said, that was my ACOTAR rant. I loved the chapter where Nesta got to hang out with Ember. I thought it was so wonderful. It's like, that's the mom she didn't get to have, like a mom who cared about, who fucking went up to Rice. I put it into the words of Gordon Ramsay with the chef's face in the bread going, "You are an idiot sandwich," because of the way he's treating her. Like, that woman has no fucking fear, and holy shit, she's my favorite. I wish she got more screen time, honestly, because like, she was thrusted into another world, didn't know if she was ever going to see her daughter again, and just tried to make the best of a situation that she didn't fucking know, and she was scared. And obviously the Fae have not treated her kindly, as we all know, because the Autumn King, and so it just like, it warmed my heart. And it was, yeah, that was one of the highlights. I wish it had just been in the book and not a bonus chapter, truth be told. All right, well, now that I have awkwardly rambled about Flame and Shadow, I'm not sure what my next video is going to be, but there will be something. It may or may not be another book video. Please put your thoughts down below about Flame and Shadow. Also, you can yell at me for rambling and not having any fucking sequence of events. It's totally fine. I don't care. Like I said, I really just needed to get my feelings out about this book and the things that happened, and that how there was a lot. There was a lot, and it was cool, and I'm so amped for the next ACOTAR. Like, I love that it was not was not the main focus of the book, but I'm happy that we got that lore dump. We got that little sprinkle of Azrael's personality in there in the cave scenes. So I'm ready for it, dog. And I'm ready to see what Nesta is going to do with the Star Sword. Gwendian? That's how I'm going to pronounce it. It's probably wrong, because again, I'm awful with pronunciation. You will learn this every video that I do. And I need to stop saying But have a great day. Go drink some water, and I shall see you next time.